Hey y'all, good morning, or good morning for me. But so hey y'all, I'm in the garden again. It's a little after 8 o'clock, and today I have on a headscarf over my bonnet, and hopefully that is gonna help contain the sweat. Anyway, so just a tip if it actually works. We'll see. Hopefully it will, because I have sweat pouring in my face. But the point of today's video is to share that I did set up a good portion of my drip irrigation in the side garden. So let's watch. Or not watch, let's see. All right. Okay, so it is not complete, and I hope to actually add an addition right now. I haven't cleaned that up. I will. Anyway, I added these things, and I did put these in here, although I'm not doing anything with these for a minute. I have to clean them out. Dang, how does golf ball? Anyway. So I got the cantaloupe in here. It has 2 of them. This part right here is the old part that I connected to the new system. So this is the new system, the main part of it. And it's kind of rigged up, kind of crazy, because I want it to be up high, but this hose is under this ground cherry pot. So anyway, at some point I gotta fix that, and so I want this to be elevated, although it seems to be working, but I need it out of the way because it's like in the middle. So I need to clear that and have it all up against the greenhouse frame, like those black tubes. So anyway, so there are 2 branches. This side, of course, goes down in these containers, although I just realized while I'm watering the rest of the garden that I missed the lemon. Pausing right here really quick because I have lemons, y'all. My lemon container. So my advanced Meyer lemon plant doesn't have these emitters, so that has to be fixed. Anyway, so I did get the entire pepper bed. I still have that soaker hose in there, but I'll clear that out probably when the season passes, or just later. No rush. Now I did want to share, I saw this was leaking, so I wanted to share it. So it does not leak if you push it completely. All right, I'm gonna have to put this on my little mount. All right, hopefully y'all can see. What you do is you make sure it pushes all the way in. Although this one seems pushed all the way in, and it's still dripping. But as you can see, the other parts aren't. And so yeah, so this is a problem then. This is the only leak that I'm aware of. Otherwise, these joints. Yeah, so this is a good one. And all the rest of them appear to be like this. They're not leaking, and the water is flowing through. And I just have it coming down to these containers. And hopefully see that. I even included these containers for now, but forgot my lemon tree. Anyway, I have this coming over, and I'm gonna figure out a way to make it so this doesn't hang in the middle. Easy enough to dip under. But anyway, so this goes into this pepper bed. This is not in focus. What the heck? I can't tell if this is in focus. It doesn't look like it is. Let me stop the video. All right, now it's in focus. Hopefully the rest was. But anyway, the point is to show that I have my drip irrigation set up. And just in case it didn't show, let me just start at the beginning, because I don't think I think it was blurry. So anyway, so here's the beginning of this system. And I do have other components, including my old emitters. So those over there are from the old setup, and it was able to connect to this. And the majority of these connectors are not leaking. So any 1/4 inch tubing attaches to this, and you just have to press it in and make sure it goes all the way in. It's very easy. It does not hurt your fingers or hurt my fingers. Like, this is my experience. So it doesn't hurt my fingers like it did when I connected these other things, which I'll show. Oh yeah, I mentioned already, but I think it was blurry. But anyway, I need to fix this and get it up higher. I think it's working fine. I wanted it to be elevated because I think that would help with it supplying everything since it's so long. But it seems to be doing fine. But this is just in the way. It's in the middle of this entry, so I think it'd be better if I elevated. But I gotta get it from under this. So anyway, here's one of the emitters. I think I have 2 in here. But you can see that one. You can change, and you'll see as I go that they all have different flowing. I forgot this lemon tree, so this definitely has to be added. Here's one in the blueberry that's going much faster. So I want them all to be a little closer to this. All right, let me move them. I'm also watering the rest of the garden since it's not connected, so I'm gonna move this hose out of the watermelon. Unfortunately, now I only have to go over. Well, actually, no. I left out some stuff over here. And I see some ants on my bags. I'm actually going to change this entire thing over here because I decided I want to have more raised beds so I can actually use some of this good soil in my yard because I think I actually have pretty good soil. Especially looking at that volunteer cucumber over there that took over. I may edit this part out depending on how long the video is. It shouldn't be very long because this shouldn't take me very long. Now that I have everything hooked up. Now I'm going to hook up this section as well. And eventually the goal is to set up a timer so that it will come on at like 6 a.m. before the sun comes up. Or 5, not 6 p.m., 6 a.m. I think I said 6 a.m. Anyway, like 5:30, 6 a.m. before the sun is definitely up. I want the water to come on and water everything. Now we'll come out periodically still and make sure everything's actually getting watered because stuff happens. Like how I missed the lemon tree over there. So I'm not assuming anything. I'm gonna make sure I check regularly to make sure everything is getting watered. And I think I'm gonna set it up to water just a little bit. Maybe set it up to run for 30 minutes every day. Depending on the how when I get those emitters to not emit so much water. I want it to be like a low little fountain. So not so much water's coming out, but not a trickle either. Because a trickle ain't gonna get it in this heat. Alright, sorry. And I also did not include these strawberries, and that's what I wanted to go ahead and add. But I'm still gonna water this since this is taking me a minute. So as you can see though, I have this main 1/2 inch hose coming from that main thing down there, the Y. and it's coming into the strawberry bed, and it goes all the way to the watermelon. All right, I'm just going to branch off of these to get inside these beds, these small strawberry beds. And I'm also going to branch out to get these 6 smaller containers because I didn't get that when I set this up. I set this up at night. I tried to record it, but it was all over the place, and it took me a while because I was kind of figuring it out as I went. And you kind of, you just kind of figure out how to connect it all to get what you want. Anyway, I'll go ahead and water these. No, I won't. Those are dead, so I'll skip that. Now, I have a lot of this morning glory all over the place. It did take over back here last year. My watermelon is back here, so no, you can't have this area morning glory. So it's got to go. And then, of course, I got weeds all over there. And my lawn man skipped that area because of that stuff I have over there. So that's like a month of weed growth. But I have a weed eater trimmer, so I can get that. And I actually want to use that weed eater to cut down some of the weeds in my rocks and see if that works. Although I don't want the rocks to go flying everywhere. I'll make sure my dogs are indoors. I'll make sure my eyes are protected if I do it myself. All right, so the watermelon, I put in quite a few, and they're all at different frequency. I don't know what you call this. Like, look at this one going up high. So I want to fix that. I want them all to not be trickling, but not be like spouting like that. But, just a good rate to cover a decent area and thoroughly water in 20 to 30 minutes. All right, so I'm going to hit these again. I'll probably cut this out because it is getting long. Well, no, I'm under 8 minutes, but oh goodness, it's hot. But anyway, yeah, I want to put a raised bed over here, and so replace this section. I'm second guessing myself, but I think it would be better to have a raised bed here, so it'll be directly in the soil, so the plant eventually it could grow into the soil. And I actually want to put my blueberries over here, but I don't know. That's a project. It's like a huge endeavor to get those moved and unpotted. And I also have to make sure the soil mixture is, the right balance for blueberries. And I couldn't put anything except blueberries in there. Well, only things that like acidic soil. And I could still put pots where the blueberries aren't, so I could have stuff in the space, but we'll see. Look at the bees. The bees love watermelon. All right, so that's enough for this. I'm going to sit this in one of these beds on the patio garden temporarily, since I haven't added drip to that. Oh, let me get the lemon tree, since it's not connected. Only got it once, so let's get it one more time. I'm going to connect this at some point today. I'm nearing the end of my break, so I'm going to go ahead and just add one for you all, or with you all, and then I'll just finish the rest later. All right, so here's my little, here's my little caddy, I guess, that I'm keeping my parts in. So anyway, I'm gonna add a branch to the strawberry bed just to do something simple. I do have to do the strawberry bed, and then these 7 containers, actually, I want to connect all of them to this system so that everything on this, in this side garden, on this side is connected. I still need to connect the stuff over here. That's going to be on a different system. Anyway, it's hot. It is extremely hot. So let me get seated here. So this is the main 1/2-inch tubing that runs from that Y all the way to the watermelon. And I skipped these strawberry beds and some of those little pots back there just because I was putting this up at night. I did record it, but it didn't look worth nothing. Anyway, this is from the old system, and I am going to reuse this somewhere. Let's see. The only thing I need is... Alright, so I'm looking at my parts. The only thing I need is a big one, which I'm going to connect here, and then I'll do a tube and connect a little one, and then I'll do 2 more tubes and then connect 2 emitters if I have to. I have to. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so first thing is to cut it. So these cutters came with it. So I'm just going to cut. It doesn't matter because this is going to come down. So I prefer for it to be up a little higher, so I'll do it up here so that gravity will help it keep coming down. And very easily put it in this side and make sure it pops. I mean, it's connected, but it got to go in a little bit more, like that. And all right, so the other one. So let's see. You put it in, and it's connected, but it's not tight enough to not leak. So you gotta push it in more. And I heard another click. Y'all probably didn't. Anyway, so I'm going to put a little tube here. And since I know I'm going to use... What did I do with those cutters? I'm misplacing stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and make... I'm going to make this one a little longer since it's coming up from the main hose. And then just 2 smaller hoses to cover both sides of this container. This system is so easy to modify, customize, modify, all of that. So I love this. I wish I would have did this last year. I would have finished if I would have did it last year. Anyway, it's in there, but I'm going to push a little more to make sure it's in there enough so it won't leak. So now I'll do a little one, connect it. It connects, but you press a little bit to make sure it's... I hope you heard that click. But yeah, I'm just doing that little extra since I saw that it does leak. Alright, so the other 2 pieces that I cut, where did they go? Well, actually, I'm looking, and I have this that I need to use, but this is too long, so this is the old system. As you can see, this is one you have to use the hot water to slip the things on. And I also use zip ties to secure it. And this was so hard to do. It was, made my thumb sore. My thumbnail actually started bleeding when I was pressing on these after a while, which is why I didn't finish doing this. Anyway, okay, wait a minute. I lost the little tubes that I just cut. Alright, here's one. Where's the other one? That is crazy. But I cut a tube, but anyway, here's one that I must have moved at some point. So I'm gonna use that one since I have it and connect it in there. And so it's in there, but I'm gonna wiggle and press more anyway. And so here's one that I just cut. So I'm put it in there. So it clicked and it's in there, but I'm gonna wiggle more, make sure it's in there good. And this is just an extra one. This one didn't come with the kit that I'm using, like this system with these turquoise things, accent colors. Anyway, and these are the ones that came with it. And these are just some extra ones I have, but they have that same quick connect. And it works exactly the same. All this is on Amazon. This may be a specific system. If it is, I'm going to put the name. But any of them that have this, are, they work the same. It's all right. So you put it in there. You hear the click. Then I wiggle just for good measure. And now I'm just going to make sure it's not screwed all the way down. So the water will come out. And then I'm just going to pop it in here on both sides. So it'll cover both sides. All right, and so that's how you add an extra addition, like you add onto the system. And that's how you customize it. That's how you set it up. It's that simple. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. I almost forgot to update how this headscarf worked out, and this is the extent of the sweating that I did, and I did not have to wipe my face at all. So yeah, the headscarf is good. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching.